The Smart Energy Design Assistance Center at the University of Illinois is sponsored by the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. SEDAC is charged with helping communities, building owners and operators, design professionals, and building contractors to incorporate energy-efficient building practices into their facilities. This video will highlight 3 energy-efficient measures that SEDAC typically recommends for public facilities: a school gym lighting retrofit, adding variable speed drives to a wastewater treatment plant, and a city's streetlight and stoplight LED retrofit. Based on a SEDAC report, the Morris School District performed a gym lighting retrofit. They replaced their 450-watt metal halide fixtures with 200-watt high bay fluorescent fixtures.
We started the process with probably the most, offensive lighting, being the oldest lighting and the most antiquated lighting. And we went through that process. We went through the process with our vendors, with our maintenance team, with our, our board, telling them, we're going to spend this money, but we're going to get it back. And then we received the money back, and then we realized savings in electricity. And then our buildings, which we believe, based on our SEDAC report, are very efficient, get even more efficient. So the next step is our new building. We do our new building, we do both gyms in our new building, and we see how that process unfolds, and we see how we are able to get the grant. We work with DCEO, we work with our internal department, we work with our vendors, and we go through that process, and that process is very efficient, very quick, and we get reimbursed and we get our next check from DCEO as we go forward. And so we've done our oldest, and it was a successful project. We did our next building, 2 more gyms, and it was a successful project. So we have 1 more gym out there that we're going to do. And so we've had such success with our first 2 gyms, or 1 gym and then double gyms, our first 2 projects, that we plan on going forward soon, very soon, within a month, on our last gym, where we still have some old lights, and we're going to use the same process because the process has been very successful for us.
Well, it is easier for them to turn on and off. It's a lot faster, but it's a lot brighter. It's awesome. I mean, it's been so much brighter and better, and because before it was kind of dark and that. But it is so much more easy to turn them on and off. They come on right away and off right away or whatever. So, no, I think it's been great. It brightens it up and makes everybody happier.
The Robinson Wastewater Treatment Plant performed a complete redesign of their facility. Included in this design was the addition of variable speed drives on 3 main blower pumps. These pumps can now be slowed down based on feedback from dissolved oxygen sensors.
We looked at the grants that were available, and these were through DCEO. And the first one was basically a direct rebate based on the total horsepower of variable frequency drives and energy efficiency motors that we used in the facility. The second one was a grant where they paid 75% of the cost. The city paid 25% of the cost to install 3 additional variable frequency drives on 3 75 horsepower blowers that we have. I can say that our electrical bills are cheaper than they used to be with the old plant, and it was only designed for 1.5 million gallons a day, and the new plant is designed for 2.5 million gallons a day, so it's significantly larger. I can also say that there's significant savings not only in what the electrical consumption is, but also on peak demand charges, because that's what usually gets us with the big motor starting. A local engineering firm told me that there was a program out there for the energy efficiency grants, and so I found that website and went on there and found all the information I needed.
As a part of a comprehensive downtown streetscaping project, the City of Champaign wanted to upgrade their street lighting. They replaced yellow high-pressure sodium lamps with white LED lamps that produce better light for half the wattage. Stoplights are another obvious area for LED lamps, since the flashing incandescent lamps use almost 10 times more energy.
I would say really comparable or improved lighting, a greener approach to street lighting, and then the third goal we had was that we like to see all that result in some type of cost savings to the City of Champaign. those energy savings on traffic signal heads are now $10 instead of $100, and on the streetlight poles it's $50 instead of the $100. So those are the savings we're seeing. So that's one aspect. And then obviously it's a long-term maintenance cost, where we were replacing traffic signal bulbs either annually or maybe once every 2 years. We're getting at least 10 years out of the LED lights. In some cases, that's still going on even longer than 10 years. And then obviously on the streetlight poles, maybe every 2 years to 5 year with a frequency. Again, we're at a 10-year frequency.
I would say that the application is extremely easy. It's a checklist for the basic things that you would install in your buildings. For more customized projects like your streets projects, the LEDs on the streets, it's a simple calculation based on your energy savings from your old lights to your new lights. So the application at most, could take us a couple hours from start to finish. The follow-up at the end is very easy, telling them when it was completed, sending in the receipts for what we actually installed. DCEO assigns kind of like a project specialist to you kind of in your region that you can easily call, send an email. They're involved in the process. And you just kind of email back and forth if you have questions, if there's errors in your report, so you don't have to start all over, or you don't totally miss the money if you make one small error.
We would not have changed it. We would have not gone through this retrofit of our traffic signals if there hadn't been the incentive dollars available.
I tell everybody about this project. Whenever I hear someone from Urbana or the universities replacing lighting, just at a meeting before this one, I was telling the guy in Urbana they're redoing street lighting, and I said, are you guys doing the DCEO grant? He said, oh, I better find out if we're going to apply for it or not, just because it's been pretty easy, and same with the university. The schools have done it.
For more information, you can find the current incentives on the DCEO Illinois Energy Now website, or for technical assistance, please visit sedac.org.